There are a few new details that have come out about the NES Classic Edition that are interesting, mostly about display modes. So it has been stated that there are going to be 3 display modes in terms of how you can get this on your TV. There's going to be a 4:3 mode, which is going to be the proper aspect ratio. And it's going to upscale to the 720p that they advertised. There's going to be a CRT mode, which is going to add the fake scan lines. And then there's going to be a pixel perfect mode, which is going to make each pixel perfectly square, and it's going to put it in a perfect box. It's going to look a little odd.
Would be a little more squished.
It's going to be totally square.
Versus a TV that's more
right. It's pixel perfect, but if you've ever actually seen something run in pixel perfect mode, it's not what you remember, because everyone played these things for the most part on 4:3 aspect ratio TVs. That's how you're going to remember it, and that's what it's going to look like. It is nice that they give you these modes. I don't really like fake scan lines. Is someone who has a frame meister, I actually find myself, I'll always put fake scan lines on for a while and mess with them. For certain games, it looks nice. It softens the picture a little.
Well, that's why I like that it looks muddied a little bit, the colors, like muted. That's how your old TV looks.
Right. So, I mean, it depends. I think almost the problem is, for me, is like with a frame meister, you have so many options with what you can do with your fake scan lines that I'll sit there and I'll screw with them forever. If they're just given to you as like an on-off setting, like they will be with this NES Classic Edition, you can just decide if you like them or not, and you get used to them, so it will soften the image. But, the 4:3 mode would probably be nice enough for me.
I think I'd probably stick with that, but I would try out the CRT.
Sure. I think the menu system looks nice.
Did you hear the song?
Yeah.
The song is, it's within the time period. Obviously, it's the same style, but I can probably listen to it again and get a better feel for it. But it was like it sounded out of the time period.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was well constructed for like a M82 or M8 demo music.
Yeah, it was cool. Each game is going to get 4 save state slots.
That's pretty cool.
Which is cool.
I said you can't access it without going up to the console though. That's the only bad part. It looked like. So you have the console close to you.
And the one article made it sound like a negative, but I actually like how they're doing the manuals.
Oh, this sounds fantastic. This is ingenious to me.
Me too.
And this is something Nintendo, you trust them to put some spin on it. But yeah, explain how they're doing the manuals.
So they kind of made it sound like a negative in the one article, but this is great. Instead of accessing the manuals from the system to the TV, you actually beam them via
via satellite.
Via Bluetooth to your phone
with a QR code.
Yeah, with a QR code.
So you scan the QR reader with your phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not Bluetooth, it's QR. And then you can flip through the manual on your phone, which is just so much easier on your eyes. That's the thing for me. I hate trying to read like text off the TV.
You don't have to go away from the game. You just pause the game and look at the menu. You don't have to switch out the screen.
Flip. So I think that's a genius addition of how to do the manuals. So I even though, like I said, I don't think I really want one of these, this is sounding nicer and nicer with each bit of information we get about this. I think it sounds great.
Yeah. I think the 4 save states per game is pretty cool.
Yep.
I think that's about all you really need. Obviously, on an emulator, you can have 10, but 4 is sufficient. And then the cute little menu. The menu looks nice. Mm-hmm. You see the video, you go through the menu. And yeah, I think having the manuals is great for stuff like that. So I don't know where you can still pre-order this. I think it's been sold out, the pre-order. I mean, the scalpers are getting in there. But I'm guessing, no, they're going to ship tons of these out to the stores themselves, though.
I hope.
Cross your fingers. Are you going to get enough at Luna, Ian?
I hope.
You have scalpers outside the Chula Vista store?
Jesus, I don't even want to know what the supply situation
One
is
per customer,
like.
or 2.
Well, I mean, last I heard from my secret inside source.
What?
He's not really a secret inside source. I just can't mention his name. He's a buddy at GameStop.
Johnny. His name's Johnny.
His name's Johnny. We'll call him Johnny. Last he heard, the guy was like, you seriously need to expect 4 allocated to each GameStop. 4.
4?
4.
So we're looking at scalping again, basically.
We're looking at a whole load of horse shit.
At least for the beginning of November.
Now this was a month ago, and things can change. And I mean, Nintendo can try to fix this problem, but they pushed back the Pokemon Go Plus wristband button thing 2 months to try to alleviate the problem, and they were still allocated like 8 of them, so they could still only fill pre-orders.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But GameStop isn't pre-ordering these yet, are they? I didn't think they were.
I don't know, but like I said, he was told to expect 4.
GameStop NES Classic Edition pre-order. Let's see if anything comes up. Playing with Power, NES Classics for collectibles, NES Classic Edition, GameStop. Let's see if my internet wants to work. You can pre-order the Playing with Power Nintendo NES Classics book. I don't see a pre-order for the NES Classic Edition on GameStop site.
Okay.
I see listings for the Legend of Zelda Classic NES Game Boy Advance game. But no. So this might be rough. I think you're going to have to go with Amazon.
And yeah. Amazon is definitely not doing them right now.
But I mean, they're going to get them in stock. They're not going to give them 4.
Sure.
You know, they'll give them a decent amount, hopefully. And they'll ramp up. I mean, the good thing is that it's coming out way before, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, that they can probably help resupply by December so people get them for Christmas.
Sure.
Otherwise, you know, we're gonna have a lot of scumbag sell over the week segments in December for this game.